We're about to find out who it is going to be in 2025 as we get set to start this jump-off round with these amazing 8 combinations. Wherever you are, it is an absolute delight to have you with us on Clip My Horse TV. If you've missed anything this week, of course, the archive is there for you to look back. But right here, right now, it only happens live once. And let's enjoy it together. The course is set. The first challenge, what a way he delivered that only opening clear round for this competition. Pio Bucci has got to go first with Hantano.
He was so fast, wasn't he, on Friday?
Oh, he was.
But second on Friday. I mean, he's fast rider.
Let's remind you as well, last year, I said it earlier, but Harry won it going first. Can it be done again? No Italian has yet stood on top of the podium in one of the majors. Last year, Italy came second and they came close. Now it's over to Pio Bucci.
8 to the second. I have to remember these numbers. That's a turn back. That was a great turn.
He found the perfect stride on arrival. This is going to be... Oh no, he's had it down. Oh dear. And then the water.
Yeah, it's in a different sort of format, isn't it, off the other rein.
And you turn blind into it now as well.
A little bit. They looked to the lake as well. Anyway, he had to have a really good go at it. Did an amazing turn back to the Oxter across the middle. And, yeah, just unravelled a little bit. What was the last fence? That vertical there.
50.11, total of 12. For the first to go. So, 1 down, 7 left. Pio has had a very good day, but it hasn't ended how he would have hoped. And he knows that 12 will not be good enough with that. We're seeing all the problems in replay here. He'll have to watch that again later himself.
Yeah, he just sort of, at the vertical he had down, he just started to get a little bit undone, a little bit falling to the left. But it's difficult, you know, when you're first to go and you're trying to perhaps win it from the front. You've got to take chances. It gives us an idea how it rides.
In 2022 in Geneva, when McLean Ward and Azir won and Martin Fuchs and Leonie Jay came second, Shane Sweetnam and James Cancruz finished in third. Ireland looking for their chance to have the Irish anthem played for one of the majors for the first time. Shane Sweetnam.
That's 1 less than Pier Giorgio. Run a bit further back though. Given it a lot of room to this double. That's costly on the time.
Very quick across the ground, though.
He is, yeah. But on the turns, he's a little bit wide.
Little tap. 1 fence left to go for Shane Sweetnam to set the standard in the Rolex Grand Prix here in Geneva, and he's done it with a clear 41.39. Anything he's left on the table, he's forced them to go and do it with a clear.
He knew that he's got so many fast riders behind. He's probably sensible. He's just made sure, even though he was really quick, as you say, in between the fences, some of the turns, he's definitely left the door open. But great round. Francis Connors will be watching that. He rode this horse prior to Shane having it, and it really jumped super. Super first round and top in the jump off.
What a brilliant start for Shane. And okay, yeah, the turns we could perhaps have seen a little tighter, but we know that if you are the first to jump clear, you're the first to put the pressure on all those that are yet to come. And we now have 6 that have got to try and go and beat him. 41.39 is the leading time. Shane Sweetnam will be watching closely from the backstage and the warm-up, because now comes the turn of France and Marc Dilasser. This is Oriotto de Grez. Jumped some round in that first round. This little gelding by Diamante Semeli looked a real firecracker. Here we go.
Yeah, taking a couple of extra strides to that second fence.
It's gone.
Yeah, she's different. You know, with such big gaps, you have to run along in this course, and you want one with a really big, long stride. This little mare, she's jumped such a super first round. You know, she's so clever, but it doesn't really want to be too strung out on these big distances. But she's jumped incredible today. Just on the 4, just can leave this last fence up. Great.
Leaves the last fence standing, but it's 42.64. Ends up just over a second behind in terms of time there than Shane Sweetnam. But of course, the fence down is the biggest change, and that means second place for Marc Dilasser and Oriotto de Grez. And Shane Sweetnam sees one challenger out the way as he still leads on James Cancan, but knowing there are still 4 more left to go. Still Switzerland, the USA, Belgium, Germany, and in fact 5 left to go, because of course there's still 2 to go for Germany if I could count. Neck by his groom. And now it's the turn of the Swiss challenge here this afternoon. Switzerland have won it before, as we know, but there's only 2 riders that the Swiss have seen win here in the modern era of CHI de Genève. Stig Gerdat and Martin Fuchs. Is Jason Smith about to, well, become the next with Picobello van Drusacker?
A former rider of Stig Gerdat, so he'll be watching this and a big supporter, and it did jump absolutely fantastic in the first round and looks fast. It's a horse that can cover the ground, so let's watch this.
Could be a career-defining round.
It's done the 8 to the second.
Half a second away, again using the wider lines.
Yeah, a little bit similar to Shane Sweetnam. A little bit wider on the turns, but really taking strides out on the straight lines. He can really go for the last, I think.
James Cancruz is so quick across the floor.
7 to that.
He's got to find a second on the run to the last if he can take
He's
one
got
out.
it.
Picobello van Drusacker for Jason Smith. Nearly, but not quite. But still, a brilliant round of jumping. Oh, so close, 43.09 versus 41.39. But
it didn't look like there was such a margin in it, but did very similar turns to Shane Sweetnam. Just probably whoever's going to come in, well, it's going to be Kent Farrington next, but he's going to be tighter on the turns, I'm sure.
Well done to Jason. He has certainly given this home crowd something to cheer for.
Look at the front legs over that oxer. Unbelievable.
They were well
knees high,
tucked up, weren't they? The undercarriage was well lifted out the way, well before takeoff.
I think that's probably where he lost a little bit of time, just jumping too high.
They look pretty happy, and that is a smile. I'm sure he'll go home, whatever. Pretty pleased with his day. He's jumped double clear in the Rolex Grand Prix of Geneva, and we now move in to these final 4. And will Shane Sweetnam have done enough with James Cancruz to hold off the challenge that's about to come his way? The winner from 2019. That, of course, was Aachen, the winner from 2017, here in Geneva. He was miffed for missing out on the win in the top 10 the other night. Get set for the world #1. It's time for Greya and the USA's Kent Farrington.
Look at that approach. Went right in the corner, took the oxer on the angle. Not cutting strides out, but this is tighter. Absolutely. And faster into that double. Now, how tight can he go back here? Oh, what a peach of a stride.
Silky smooth all the way, and look at the speed. He's got caught 3/4 of a second.
And he's picked one up off the corner. It makes such a difference. Keeping it together.
Is it good
over
enough?
That oxer.
Will it be his second win in Geneva? Could it be his third major? Could it be? It's something special. It's 40.04 for Kent Farrington as he delivers the leading round on Greya. The world #1 moves to the top. Catch him if you can. There are still 3 to go, but that was pretty impressive.
That was something special, as you said. That was really, really class. And I think he's going to go out the ring thinking, I couldn't have done any more than that. He didn't go crazy. He didn't try to take one out on that long line, the sort of the 2 fences from home. That's quite a long, stretchy line. He kept the jump in the horse. I think whoever's going to try and beat that, it's got to take one stride out to the second and 1 stride out on that line I was just talking about, because Kent's turnbacks were unbelievable.
He is so good at thinking through exactly what his plan would be. He has executed that plan to the very best of his ability. Now he can do no more than watch what's about to unfold. And to one of the 2 very young talents, 24 years of age, Thibeau Spits up next. This is Belgium's chance with the hugely impressive stallion Impreske van Kirihain Z. Jari watching on, Belgium watching on. 40.04 to beat.
His dad was just in the back there. This has got the big stride, so on the lines he can be quick. But he's definitely not going to be able to go any tighter than what Kent did on the turnbacks.
Already giving away a second, but that was tight.
That was great.
Now, he's just a bit slower across the ground, though.
He could take one out here.
It's got to go. It's got to push. He's got to beat 40.04. He's not quite going to do that. 41.39 would put him second. He's going to jump the last, and where's he stopped the clock? 42.21. Belgium in third. Of course, last year here it was Gilles Thomas, Hermitage Cologne, that took third. Is that enough for Thibeau to do the same this year? I'm not sure. 42.21, great performance though.
It was a great round, and probably what he expected to do when he went in there. Difficult to follow. Kent Farrington, the crowd is on fire now. They're really expecting something special, but he did a super calculated round there. Never looked uncomfortable. He was quick and composed on the turns. Yeah, he couldn't have done any more. Brilliant.
Well, that means we're down to 2, and still Kent Farrington leads the way. The last lady to win a major on the Rolex Grand Slam Series was Beezie Madden back in Spruce Meadows in 2019. Could that change today with this young lady? One of the most outstanding young talents in the sport, ranked inside the world's top 20 for Germany's Sophie Hinners. And the ride is Iron Dames Sinclair. Is it to be? I'm sure try.
She's naturally quick. She's such an exciting rider to watch. It'd be great for her to have a stab at this.
If she can get the turn, she's got to find the turn. Ooh.
Oh,
Somehow
that was unbelievable.
How did she ride that?
Now she needs a good one here.
Is there anything she can do to find a second? Got a great
Here.
stride. Now just keep going. 40.04 is the time to beat. Sophie Hinners looking to try and find her way to the podium as she crosses the line. She goes into fourth, 42.35. She's a tenth away from Thibeau Spits. I'm Dave Sinclair. This is turning into some jump off as they try to catch Kent.
Just shows you how fast Kent Farrington was. I mean, Sophie there looked really, really quick, but there's over 2 seconds adrift, and I don't think she could have done a lot more. She's done 2 super rounds today. She's an absolute superstar.
So we know that Kent Farrington and Shane Sweetnam will definitely be on the podium. Shane returning for the second time, and Kent will be back up again, but is it first or is it second? At the moment in third it's Thibeau Spits, but there is still one more partnership to go. Could it be Germany still? Because now the turn of Christian Ullmann, looking for his first major win since Codex won on the series back in 2014, the second year of the Rolex Grand Slam series. Of course, a rider that has won many big classes since, but as he makes his start, he's looking to try and make a big mark in Geneva to win it perhaps for the first time and be the first German rider since Marcus Henning and Prayer 2 in 2018 to lift this title. The last to go with the world #1 to beat. This is Dukhan Hero, Zed and Christian Ullmann for Germany.
Well, with the 5 clears and they're fast and not much in between, he's not got much to lose. Christian can be unbelievably quick.
And it's over, and Kent Farrington wins the Rolex Grand Prix.
Yeah, Christian didn't particularly take any chances to the second fence, and you know, the horse should not have had that. So it was all over all too quickly, but it would have taken something out of this world to beat Ken Farrington and Greya today.
Kent now with his third major will join Marcus Henning and Steve Gerdau and Daniel Deusser on 3 wins. As the 8 becomes the score, sadly, from Christian Ullmann's point of view, to finish things off on Dukhan Hero, but it was a great start to his day. Unfortunately, not the finish that this man has been able to enjoy. The congratulations goes the way of the world #1. Kent Farrington and Greya have taken...
What a show he's had with the second in the top 10 and a class he said he should have won, really. But his expectations are so high.
Well, Martin's one of the first over, of course, to say well done to him. Martin Fuchs, of course, the winner from Aachen this year and a 2-time winner here in the past himself. But today is Kent Farrington's day, and it means that when we go to Sertogenbosch, to the Dutch Masters, that poll ensured that it'll be Kent Farrington that moves forward as the live contender.
Well, you can see why he's world #1. He's just so competitive, and he's got such good horses.
Yeah,
it's great to see him back over this side of the sea, because you know, he's exceptional.